welcome to this video. And in this video today, I'm going to discuss with you 3 habits for permanent prosperity. So this is something that you do not want to miss, especially if you want to be earning more money this year, increase your income, increase the bar, and really start to live the life that you really want to live. You know, maybe in the last 12 months you have been struggling financially, but this is going to really help you. And I think some golden nuggets that I'm going to share here is going to really start to help you think about money in a completely different way. So are you ready? Let's go. So my name is Alpa Pandya, as you know, and today I would love to share 3 habits which you definitely want to develop for permanent prosperity. And if you don't have these habits quite down yet, you definitely want to start to implement them, because being successful is all about habits. It's all about creating habits and sticking with those habits. And there is a fundamental reason why people, A, have got into bad habits, and B, why don't they stick to that. And maybe I'll do that in another video. But let's go through some of these 3 top habits of mine that I think is going to help you. And these habits really are a must. And these habits that I have learned from my mentors and from really high, respectable gurus out there to do with wealth and money management. So if you are spending everything that you earn and you never have enough money left in your bank account every month, then this is actually for you. So there's various people out there, maybe, you know, you're doing this yourself, and, you know, it's okay. It's just a habit that you formed. And soon as you finish the end of this video, I'm sure you'll be able to get yourself out of that habit. Now, of course, because of time restraints and that kind of stuff, I can't really go deep into all these habits, but I will try and share as much as I can. And then I'll give you a link at the bottom of this video where you can actually book a call in with me if you wish to, and I can definitely spend more time with you and going deeper into these habits. So let's go back to the first habit. If you are somebody who is spending everything that you earn and you never have enough money left in your bank account every month, as I say, this is really for you. Now, no matter how much you save, there always seems to be something coming up for you, whether there's bills to pay, unexpected expenses. So what do you do? What do you do in a situation like that? There's 3 things that you need to take care of if you want to have permanent prosperity. Now, there's 3 types of habits, as I say, financial habits that we're going to look at in this video. So thinking habits, spending habits, earning habits. Let's put it on the screen. Thinking habits, spending habits, earning habits. So when it comes to thinking habits, what you think about money and what you deeply think about yourself having money is going to either attract, whether you're in business, ideal clients and customers to you, attract money ideas to you, or repel that from you. Okay, so the first thing that I would get you to do is to check in on yourself. What are your thoughts when it comes to having money, keeping it and spending it? All right. I have spoken about this before, but it's worth going through this. There has been a video, I think it was about a year ago that I did it, but I'm going deeper into this today, you know, where we go a little bit in depth about attracting money and prosperity to you. As I say, I can only share as much as I can in this video, but if you really want to know more, then you can definitely book a call in with me. The second habit is spending habit. So how do you spend money? And again, there's 3 types of people here when it comes to spending habits. So there's people who spend everything that they earn. You know, there's more month left than money at the end. And if I'm to be honest, I used to do that. When I was in my job, times 3, and then I cut it down to 2. I was working as a radio presenter and I had a customer service role in a call center. And I also used to work for the government as a tax advisor. So I had 3 jobs at a time. This was back in 2011, 12. And combined, my earning was around 2,000 a month, probably a little bit over. And I was spending all of that by the end of the month. Okay, so I was earning about 2,000, sometimes 2,500 with overtime and that kind of stuff a month, pounds. And by the end of the month, I would have spent all of that. So there's people who spend more than they earn, and no matter how much money is coming in, they're always in debt. There'll always be an amount that's going out, so they will always end up in debt. And maybe that's you. And if it is, then you need to listen up. Now, there's people who save a percentage of money that's coming in every month, and that money goes into a savings account or, some wise investments. And then gradually, they see their money increase and they always have more money. Okay. The third habit is earning habits. And there's 3 of these as well. So we have the habit of earning money through exchanging time for money, which is pretty much what 97% of the population, not just in UK, but world population is doing, exchanging time for money. So we have earning money through investments, and we have earning money through multiple streams of income as well. Okay. Now, the first one is really interesting and the most popular. And I say that because, as I say, 97% of the world population have that habit. And that's because that's what we've been taught. It's not really our fault. That's basically been the general system. So this means that you get paid per hour for the work that you deliver. Okay. So, for example, if you are working for the corporate world, or you're working for a company or a business or a factory, that's what that is. You're exchanging your time for money. Okay. You're doing work and you get paid per hour. And this actually also applies to a majority of entrepreneurs too. So don't be, and you probably will be surprised actually when I share this. A lot of entrepreneurs, I speak to entrepreneurs every day, they are exchanging time for money. Okay. So if you're a hairdresser, if you're a massage therapist, also high income earning entrepreneurs like bankers, lawyers, doctors, they are all exchanging time for money. And I say this because I've had clients who have been lawyers. I've had doctors as clients. I've had high income entrepreneurs who I work privately as a one-on-one. I call them my VIP clients, who are actually exchanging time for money. So 97% of people earn money this way. And unfortunately, that bracket of society only earns 1% of the money in the world. Yeah. Now, the challenge with that way of earning is that if you want to earn more money, like if you want to live a better life and you want to buy, I don't know, bigger home, you want to travel the world, whatever your dreams are, you want to gift a house to your children. If you want to earn more, then you have to work more. All right. So you've got to put in more hours. So you've got executives of big corporations quite high up there, leaders of organizations who are earning a lot of money, but they're having to put in all the time. Okay. They're having to set out early in the morning, 5, 6 o'clock, sometimes earlier. Some of them are having to commute from, one city to another on a train or car, however they travel. And then they don't come back till 11 p.m. at night when all the family and children are asleep, or they have to stay the night because, it's just pointless coming back. So there's people out there who have top high-flying jobs, but Monday to Friday, they're actually living somewhere else away from their family, and they only come home for the weekends. That might be you. So you're earning the money, right? But it's not really giving you the lifestyle that you want in that sense. You haven't really got freedom of time. You haven't got the luxury of time. I think time is a luxury. Yeah. So it's those kind of people. So if you want to have a better standard of life and you're in that 97% bracket, you're having to put in more time. If you're in business, you have to increase your prices, right? If you're in business. And the problem with that is there's a cap in how far you can go with your prices. Because there's always a cap in how many hours you want to work per day. If you want to have time for your family, kids, and your hobbies and passions, there's a cap around that. So that is not really the best option. In fact, it's the worst. It's not a winner when it comes to earning 10,000, 50,000, 100,000 pounds, dollars per month. But it is the most common strategy if you are in that bracket, and you probably are in that bracket. And what I will say to people like that is, don't worry. Okay, there's nothing to be sad about there, but there is some work to be done. Most people are actually in that bracket. I've been there personally myself 8 years ago, and the good news is there is a way out for you to break out of that bracket, break out of that cage prison where 97% of the population are, and apply a better strategy. Okay, so hopefully in this call you will understand a bit more about that. So that is the first earning bracket. Yeah. Second earning habit, should I say, is investments. And this is an amazing strategy where money makes money. It's fantastic. You invest and you get a return back. That could be investment in properties. It could be investment in gold, in silver, which is very, very good at the moment. It could be investment in shares, whether it's the S&P, whether it's the FTSE 100, whichever index that you want to buy your shares in. There's something called ETFs, cryptocurrency, so many other things that you can invest in. And as I say, silver is a really good one at the moment. It has been for a few years now. But the challenge with this one is that only 3% of the population do it successfully. Okay. And again, there's a reason for that, because they've got money. Now, many people try and dabble into this. Maybe you have. Maybe you've tried to dabble into cryptocurrency or try to buy stocks and shares and that kind of stuff. They even win. Maybe you have won some and, got a good return on investment back. But then suddenly you lose everything. Why does that happen? Well, it's because you haven't transformed your mindset. Right? Because the biggest thing in all of this is mindset. Yeah. We are not educated enough. When we get a lot of money in, we're not educated enough in how to invest that money, how to use that money wisely. There's no such kind of education. And slowly, there's things coming up. And, I'm trying to educate people as well now, because I've fallen in that trap myself where, as I say, I used to be one of those people where I used to spend all the money that I used to earn. Yeah. But you don't want to do that. And what did you spend it on? Spend it on things that you love, i.e. holidays, spend it on material goods, cars, spend it on fashion is another thing. You want to get the latest item of clothing or the latest designer belt. I want to get a Gucci belt and I want to get this and I want to get, and it's the wrong way. I'm not saying don't buy those kind of things. Of course, if we all want to look nice and have good things and have the luxury of that. But you do that when you've earned a certain amount of money and you're getting a return back on your earnings. You don't spend everything that you've earned on things like that. That is not a good investment. So that's why I've called this group Mindsets. I've changed everything because over the holidays, I've been thinking, do you know what? There isn't a lot of education around money and how to manage it. There's a lot of companies out there that call themselves wealth management companies and that kind of stuff, but really they don't talk about what's really required behind this. And it really is a mindset. Yeah. So just going back to that second strategy, it's all to do with investing. It is a fantastic strategy as well. But possibly there's not enough knowledge behind investments. That's another reason why people fail when they invest in certain things. They've not received the right training. So personally, I would advise really if you are thinking of investing in things that I've just mentioned, whether it's crypto, whether it's silver, whether it's property, I would advise really train yourself as an investor. Get the facts and work on your mindset, which is the most important part of all of this, right? Work on your mindset. I cannot stress that enough. It's mindset and your skill set. Okay, they're the two things that you really, really need to work on. And then, of course, your investing, your success in investing and investing in the right products and right services. So train yourself on that, get yourself an education around it. Follow these videos that I'm doing for you because I'm trying to educate you on this, and don't make the same mistakes that I have made previously. So find somebody who is already doing what you want and has a level of success with it, and pay them to do it for you. All right, that's another thing that you can do. And lastly, we have multiple streams of income, which by far is my best money earning strategy. Now, you've probably heard of multiple sources of income. You've probably heard of that phrase. I know my mentor, Bob Proctor, is somebody that always used to talk about that. And in fact, that was the first time I actually heard of it. MSIs is what he used to call it, multiple streams of income. And that's where I've learned all of this from, which, as I say, by far is my best money earning strategy. It's not mine, it's Bob's, but I can't even take credit for it, but it has worked. It's worked for me in my life. So there is something that as I say, that I've learned from Bob Proctor many years ago. And it has been the source of my continued success, where I have been able to double my earnings. I spoke about that in my earlier video, per month during pandemic times as well. Whilst there has been so many challenges, of course, last year all over the world, and continues this year as well, that it has multiple streams of income has been the one thing for me that I would say that is the best strategy. So what does that actually mean for those people who don't understand what multiple streams of income are? Well, this is where, and this is so exciting, this is where money comes to you from multiple places at the same time. Wouldn't that be amazing if you could learn that? So we have active and passive income. So active means that you are actively doing things, and passive is when you are sleeping and still earning. And that is the most beautiful thing about this, that you could be earning money whilst you sleep. And I've heard of that phrase many years ago, and I just thought, what? I used to think that they're either drug dealers or whatever it is, doing something that's that's against the law, and it's violating the rights of others. That's what I used to think when I heard that phrase, earning money while you sleep. But then I got educated on it. I invested in a mentor who taught me about this. So how fun is that? Also, that you do something once and you keep reaping the income from it. That's what making money while you sleep is about. Okay. So the rewards from it you get over and over and over again. You only have to create something once and you get the money from it. Just it's on automatic, right? And you can have multiple streams of income like that, regardless of what industry that you are in. Doesn't matter. Okay. So a quick recap: 3 habits you must know for creating more prosperity permanently. One is your thinking habits about money. What is it that you think about money? And this is the most important one, I think, because you got to really, really dig deep about what are your thoughts about earning money, spending money, receiving money, investing money. And that all comes back down, way down the line in your childhood, the environment that you're brought up in, right? What your parents thought about money, what you've been told over and over again about money. Then you've got to look at the second habit, which is your spending habits. How are you spending money? Yeah. And then the third one is your earning habits. How much do you believe that you can earn? Because that is what you're going to get, right? So right now, I want you to stop and really think about those 3 habits that I've shared with you. Habits about thinking about money, your spending habits, and your earning habits. And do you know how to change them? That is the question. If you do, that's great. Go ahead and start applying them. That's going to serve you to hit that $10,000, $30,000, $50,000, $100,000 dollar or pound mark per month that you want to earn, whatever it is that you want to earn. And if you don't know how, then what I would say is reach out to me, because I can't fit everything in this video because of time constraints, etc. But book a call in with me, because this is where I can speak to you in a more relaxed environment, and I can spend more time with you. And it's going to help you get all of that into perspective that I've gone through just now. And I'm going to be sharing so much more with you on that call to help you shift your money habits for good. Okay, so this is educating yourself on money. And I'm going to call the whole series, I'm going to do a bunch of these videos, and I'm going to call it Alpanomics. Okay, these are my things that I have kind of learned throughout the 8 years, coming into my 9th year now of mentoring people and companies and businesses. And I'm going to be sharing with you. It's time for me to pay back. I'm going to be sharing with you everything that I've learned, the pitfalls that I've gone through, so that you don't make those same mistakes, so that you can start to earn and live the life that you truly want to. And I 100% believe you deserve to know this, and you deserve to live your life in luxury and comfort, doubling your growth in your business and in your personal life, so that you can not only live that type of life for yourself, but you can create a life for your family, your children, and of course, leave that legacy and live your legacy as well. So thank you for watching. This is Alpa Pandya. I hope you found that valuable. If you have, please comment, please share, please like, and I'll be back again in another video sharing some more Alpanomics. Thank you.